Buonasera.
Good evening.
L'applauso, fatelo,
A big round of applause for
fatelo alla
your
famiglia Gresini,
to
fatelo a Fausto, con Fausto.
Gresini family, to Fausto Gresini.
Con Fausto anche nel 2024.
With Fausto also in
Questo
2024.
pomeriggio sera cominceremo a fare
This
i primi
afternoon,
passi
evening, we
verso
will
la
start
nuova
having the
stagione.
first steps in the
Abbiamo
new
vissuto la
season.
2023, stiamo
We've
vivendo
lived
anni
the
belli che ci sta
2023
regalando la
season.
famiglia Gresini
We've
e
seen
cercheremo
amazing
un po'
years
di
for Gresini
scoprire
family.
le
We'll try to
moto
find
e i
out a bit
piloti, perché è
their
stato
bikes and
cambiato
their pilots, because there
abbastanza.
have been some
Io avrò
changes.
l'onore e
I
l'onore
will
di
have
accompagnarvi in
the duty
questo
and
e
the
direi di
honor
partire subito
to
con i
join you
protagonisti,
and to
con i
accompany
padroni di
you. I
casa,
would
con la
start
famiglia
with the
Gresini qui
protagonists,
rappresentata.
with the
Nadia
Gresini
e
family,
Luca,
Nadia and Luca.
sul palco qui con
Please
me.
join me on stage.
Ciao,
Hello there.
come state?
How are you guys?
Ma è sempre un'emozione qua,
It's
però
always a big emotion to be here, but we're ready. We're pumped. We're good. We're ready. Is everything ready for 2024? Well, I'd say so,
Allora,
yeah.
qui ci occuperemo di Moto E, Moto 2.
So we're going to be speaking about Moto E and Moto 2, and then we will move on to another room to talk about MotoGP, and we will see the bikes. I would start with these two projects that Fausto brought on with so much passion, and you decided not to abandon these. Moto E is also synonym of sustainability, yeah? It's an electric motorbike. It was an Energica, and then we moved this year with the Ducati brand. It's a big project, green project. We try to go towards this direction to make the world a better place for everyone. These bikes are really competitive because they are quite fast. And in Moto E, we can already unveil our two pilots that are the ones that we had also last year. So I'm talking about Alessio Finello and Matteo Ferrari. So you never get to change a winning team, innit, Luca? That's an old saying that we can reiterate here. Yes, absolutely. We won the first year, then we stopped winning, but we never changed. In 2024, we have to try to do what we did the first year, to win again. So 2019 was a brilliant year, but it looks to me that you say that you have the same goals. And you tell me how you worked throughout these months to improve the bike. So Moto 2, same continuity, but with young riders. Yes, we have the same mindset also in Moto 2 in 2024. We changed the pilots that we had last year in 2023. We now have two young bikers, Manuel Gonzalez, a young pilot, but really talented, and let's say one is more used to it, that is Albert Arena. So 21 years old guy and the one more experienced. And this is a mix in it. But the team really changed. It was a big responsibility for you, innit? Let's say that this year with Moto 2 we wanted to have a strong team for 2024. And we couldn't help but focusing and insisting on Manu, someone that had the first podium in Qatar and is quite a promising rider. And also, Albert didn't have an easy season, so to say, but we know that he's strong, and in our opinion, with our packet, with our technicians, with our team, they will do really, really well. So, Valencia tests were really great. We were fast. We're not unveiling and spoiling anything, but we are trustful that we are on the right path. Makes sense that not to unveil these things now. We will see them from March onwards, but paddock side, it seems that your bikers lineup is the best one for Moto2. I will try to understand with them later on who are going to be the first contestants. First of all, so thank you very much, and let us now have a look at the details of Moto E. Thank you, guys. Here they are.
Mi metto tra di voi.
Our protagonists.
Matteo,
Can I
Alessio,
stay
benvenuti,
between you
come
two?
state?
Matteo, Alessio, welcome. How are you guys?
Carichi?
Ready?
Ah, giusto. Io
Pumped?
le mani le ho finite.
Sorry, I don't have any hands left. Yes, we're all right. Thank you.
Carichi, pronti?
Are you guys ready? Yes, I can't wait to
Vedere la
start.
moto?
Can't wait to start. I can't wait to see the bikes. That would start tomorrow if it was for me.
Devo dire di sì, anche se
Yes,
è la
I
sesta
agree.
stagione,
Even though the
sono sempre
6th
super motivato,
season,
non
I'm
vedo l'ora di
always
cominciare. Un
motivated.
mesetto ci sono i test,
Couple of
poi
months
quest'anno
we have the
iniziamo un po'
test, and
prima,
then we start even beforehand
la
this
prima
year.
gara è Portimao, che è la seconda
Because
mondiale, quindi meglio ancora.
even better.
Portimao,
You said Portimao, yeah? You mentioned Portimao. And I think that you might like it a lot. Last year you were close to the victory, yeah?
Allora, è andato tutto bene.
So everything went well because it was our best season in terms of speed. We were competitive in all the tracks.
Quindi questo è positivo, dobbiamo
So this is
ripartire da lì.
positive, and we have to
Ci è
start from
mancato
that,
un
build
po'
from that.
di
All that missed was
dettagli, un po' di
some
fortuna,
details, a
di
bit of
bravura
luck,
in certi
and a
momenti,
bit of talent in
ma
some
sappiamo
moments.
dove lavorare,
But we know
la
where we
cosa
have to
importante
work,
è
and the
essere
important thing is
competitivi,
that we are
quindi
competitive.
ci riproviamo,
And we will try again.
e come adesso sono un po' scaramantico, quindi non dico l'obiettivo.
Now,
ma
I'm not going to say the
sappiamo dove
goal
dobbiamo arrivare.
as not to jinx it. I would like to ask you. I also prefer not saying it.
Siamo partiti bene.
Last year we started off well.
Il
Um,
proseguo del campionato, però quest'anno c'è bisogno di fare lo
then it
step,
was a bit
quello
complicated, but we need.
decisivo, no?
I need to do the extra
Che
step,
meritiamo, perché stiamo
the step that we
lavorando bene,
deserve,
abbiamo
because
lavorato
we've been
bene
working
questo
really
anno
well.
insieme.
It's the third year that we work together,
Cerchiamo di portare a casa
and
i risultati, quelli che
we
contano.
deserve to bring
Io
home the
sono qui per
results that
partecipare, ma sono qui per star davanti.
for which we've been working on. I'm not here to join. I'm here to stay in the first positions. So yes, I have a goal, but no. You need a round of applause. You deserve it. He's pumped, yeah. So that was the title of it. It will be tough because we're all really fast, but that's what we have to think about. We're here to win, all of us. Okay, makes sense. But at the end of the day, we want to see the protagonist. Shall we have a look at the bike?
Beh, direi un applauso.
Well, round of applause. I'm not really in. I'm the odd man out here.
È sempre bella. Quindi
So
una
what
moto
do you say?
bella
It's
deve
always a
stare
beautiful bike, so you have to be in the first positions. There's no other choice. There are some details that gave us an extra boost this year. So we are absolutely fluo. So if we are in the first position, you can easily detect us. I will write this down, so when I'm live, I will snap you saying the fluorescent guys are here. Thank you very much, guys. We will continue later on. Thank you. We can't wait to see you on the track, starting from the first tests. So as far as technicians are concerned now, and not only the romantic ones, let us have a look at the characteristics, features of these bikes.
Lo chiamiamo?
Shall we call him on stage?
Carlo?
Yes, let's do it. Carlo, please.
Merlini, direttore
Carlo Merlini,
commerciale, ben arrivato.
commercial manager. Welcome.
Domanda
Good
di
evening,
ricorda di
everyone.
emozione a livelli?
So, how are you doing then? You must be moved and pumped for this new season. Very well. New season, new year, a lot of work during the winter, preparation phase, and paradoxically you start and everything goes on. But it's beautiful to prepare things and making sure that everything is ready at the right moment. So have you seen your pilot? They already gave us the title.
Si sono impegnati.
Yeah,
Non lo
they've
so,
done a great job.
Mi sembravano abbastanza
They looked
provati,
really
poi
at ease.
poi li vedremo in
We will see
pista
them
con te.
on tracks.
La parte,
With
degli
you,
sponsor.
let's talk about sponsors because
Sponsor
they do
hanno
play a
fatto
pivotal role,
assolutamente la loro parte ed è giusto
and it
title
absolutely
sponsor, confermati tutti e due.
fair
Partiamo
to
da
talk
Fellow.
about them. So let's start from Fellow. We will continue with Fellow, a Chinese company. We've started working with them in 2022 with a long-term project. We have a big engagement that is going to go on at least till 2025. They do electric scooters, so is there a better vehicle than that? Since we are working on electric vehicles, and important companies, even though it's young, it's really important all over the world. We have a Fellow Italia, Italy Fellow. 2022 we got third, 2023 we got third. So 2022 and 2023 we got third place. It would be the right moment for us to get back to the main goal, so winning the championship, as we did in 2019. When the first season of Moto E was launched. So Matteo understood the things that missed. Maybe that your experience, that what helps us for. He's been with us for a long time. He did some comments about last season, but still, I think that he's pretty committed to do well. You described really well the Fellow world, but I was told that for the job I do, images speak for themselves. So let's get into Fellow world, shall we?
Facciamo un applauso
A big round of applause
a quello che è uno dei due
to one of the two title sponsors.
DJ.
What about the second one, QJ?
Perché l'avete confermato, vi siete piaciuti, vi siete confermati.
It was
Come si
kind of love at the first
incastra
sight.
quindi?
So how do these two worlds match? QJ is a company that came on board last year, a Chinese group owned by Geely Group, a huge Chinese automotive company, both in 4 wheels and 2 wheels. We started with them last year, and they had an important strategy also in competition. We will see them in the super sport category, and also with the prototypes in Moto2 as sponsor of Gresini's team. We will continue with them until 2025. We changed the pilots, new lineup with Manu and Albert. They were really fast already from the first test in Valencia after the end of the championship. So this is in a category where we did really well. We have Tony here, the first championship won in 2010 in Moto2. Say the main door, entry door for MotoGP. And we would like to prepare to make sure that our pilots are trained for that. You're quite well, because 10 titles you have together. 5 pilots out of 6 have been world champions. You talked about Manu. Manu did all the categories, I think, if I'm not wrong, yeah? If I studied well. Let us have a look at the images here. QJ.
What path are you on?
Qual è il tuo percorso?
ignited by
Sono nato da
dreams.
sogni.
From the very first
Dal primo
step,
passo
never settling
non ci
for
si
second
accontenta mai
best.
della seconda scelta.
A path of
Un
innovation
percorso di
and
innovazione
independence,
ed
where the
indipendenza,
essence of
in
Made
cui
in
l'essenza
China
del Made in
thrives
China
unabashedly.
prospera
A
senza
relentless
riserve.
path of
Un percorso
exploration,
di esplorazione senza sosta,
believing in the power of
con la fede nel
technology to
potenziale
shape the
della
future.
tecnologia per plasmare il futuro.
That embraces
Un
global
percorso che abbraccia
integration,
l'integrazione globale
carving new
e
life
che
from
trae
the
il nuovo
classics.
dal classico.
A path that
Un
soars with
percorso
the winds,
che nasce con i venti
making the powerful
e che
even
rende la
more
potenza ancora più
formidable.
formidabile.
A path
Un percorso di ineguagliabile vigore,
where you can ride
in
freely,
cui si può cavalcare liberamente,
cross boundaries with zeal,
attraversando i confini
and in
con
vitality.
infinita mentalità.
Journey with the wind,
Viaggia col vento e
with
cavalca
joy.
con gioia.
It's also a
È
path
anche un
paved with
percorso molto
ideals.
ideale.
From China
Dalla
to the
Cina
world,
al mondo,
from the past
dal
to the
passato al
future.
futuro.
New energy,
Nuova energia,
new intelligence,
nuova intelligenza,
creating new
per creare
possibilities
nuove
for
possibilità
tomorrow.
per il domani.
From where you stand
Dal luogo in
to
cui ci
new
si trova fino a
horizons.
nuovi orizzonti.
This path
Le mie
engraves my
convinzioni
beliefs.
sono racchiuse dentro questo percorso.
Oh, fin qui il mondo della Moto E.
So far as
Giri, sai,
we were talking
anche
about Moto E, now
quel bellissimo
we
ci tiene
have the
molto
noise
per tutta la
of
gente che
bikes
partirà in
that
maggio.
is gearing up.
Li abbiamo messi uno contro l'altro, no? Ci siamo fatti anche un
So we did a big laugh. We had some laugh about it.
una line-up confermata
So we had a lineup confirmed for Moto E. You changed
per quanto riguarda la
everything for Moto 2.
due piloti
Now the two pilots,
contro l'altro.
we have them one against the other. Have a look at that.
Yo soy Alberto Arenas.
Io sono Manuel González,
Descriviti con una sola parola.
Describe yourself with
Competitivo.
one word.
Professionalità.
Competitive.
Quando eri
Professional.
bambino, cosa sognavi di
When you
fare
were
da
a child,
grande?
what did
Vincere il mondiale.
vincere il MotoGP.
you wanted to be?
La cosa che ti ha entusiasmato di più
The
nell'ultimo
thing that you
periodo?
excited
Unire
you
la
most in the
famiglia
last period?
Gresini.
Lo stesso.
Join Gresini.
Il tuo
Same for
ricordo
me.
più bello?
Your beautiful
2020.
memory. 2020?
Io
World champion.
2019 campione.
Se potessi avere
2019.
un
If
superpotere,
you
quale
could have a
sceglieresti?
superpower, which one would you have?
Teleportazione.
Teleporting?
Teletrasporto. Così
Yeah.
arrivo a casa dopo il
I
treno.
go home directly.
Eh sì, volare.
To fly, yes.
Sente che parlate, please, finché facciamo il video.
Caldo o freddo?
Hot or cold? Hot.
Freddo.
È nato prima l'uovo o la gallina?
Which came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg.
Scegli una
The chicken.
sola cosa da portare con te in un
Choose only one
viaggio.
thing you would take on a trip. The phone.
Canzone
My head.
preferita?
Favorite song?
Eye of the Tiger.
Canta.
I have the tiger.
Na, na,
Sing it.
na, na, na.
Che sa TNT. Dynamite. TNT.
Cena o discoteca?
Cena.
Dinner or disco?
Cane
Dinner.
o gatto?
Dog or
100%.
cat? Dog.
Cane.
All the
Pilota
way. Yes.
preferito?
Favorite
Valentino
pilot?
Rossi.
Valentino Rossi.
Io?
Me? Myself?
Mare o montagna?
Mare.
Seaside or mountains?
Mare.
Potendo scegliere
Seaside.
chiunque, chi porteresti a
Could choose
cena?
anyone,
Mia
who would you
ragazza.
take to dinner? My
Natalie
girlfriend.
Portman.
Natalie Portman?
Racconta un momento imbarazzante della tua vita.
Tell us an embarrassing moment in your life.
Adesso cantare.
Right now? Singing
Cantare
before
qua.
you all.
Ciao ragazzi, sempre a full gas.
See you
Ciao,
guys.
ciao, non vedo l'ora di iniziare il
Can't wait to
mondiale.
start. Albert Arenas, Manuel Gonzalez. Here they are.
Adesso cantiamo.
Now we're going to sing now, yeah?
Stiamo cantando.
Shall we start singing? Later on, maybe, yeah.
Irete in pista.
You will make some music
Senti,
on the
io
tracks.
canto.
How are you guys?
Poi
It was so funny, the interview.
degli appunti sui quali
I wrote some notes and we will
Quant'è che si è
get there later on. How long have you been,
conoscenza da quanto? Com'è stato
how was it
Gresini,
joining Gresini,
Mettitori?
wearing these colors? Manu, half of the season last year, I had some good results. They asked me to join them. I know that this is one of the best teams, if the best team, so I want to grow up with them, and I think that we can do it.
Adesso ve la faccio là. Hai saputo che c'era lui nel team?
You heard that he was in the team, and you said, I started talking with Michele during the last trips in Canaria. I went to see them in the office. We started to know each other. We've been here since Tuesday. I feel like I'm at home, a beautiful family, and I can't wait to start. But it's important that we enjoy these moments. Manu, when they told you, do you know that next year, 2024, you're going to be driving with Gresini? How was your comment? What did you say? First thing. I'm really, only with the name, we know what kind of team we're talking about. Not just a few words about it, but we have something to show on the tracks. It's our responsibility. So let's have a look about the main protagonist, about for many weekends that we're going to be spending together. Here too, I'm going to ask your permission because I'm the odds man out here in this evening, which is all for you. I'm going to start from the test. You were happy with them, waiting for the next ones and waiting to start in March. Albert, the pale blue, I like it very much. Even when you get to the box, you feel a special energy. And the bike, we tried it in November, and I can't wait to saddle up and drive. Tell us a bit the contestants. Who are the main people that you have to take into account? There are many strong drivers. I think that the ones that we had last year will be there again. I can't say any name. I know that for sure 5, 6 drivers, pilots are there, and I will try to be there with them as well, yeah? I think that we can do it. What is your goal, Albert? You have to raise the bar here. He said, I hope that I'm among the first ones. We're here to work tirelessly to become strong, to be the better version of us, the best version of us. We went to the podium last year, now we want to win this year, so we have to work hard and let's see how far we go. Some victories, then thank you very much, Albert Arena and Manuel Gonzalez. Thank you, guys. Shall we take a picture of this first part of the afternoon evening? I will invite the Gresini family, Carlo, you all to take a first snap. Sorry, my bad, there's the video, sorry. You will excuse me. I'm quite a aged host, so I need to have a look. We have to see Moto2 technical-wise first. Well, this first part is about to finish, and then we will move on to the Premier category, MotoGP. I want to thank you for the first part that we spent together. You can move on to the next room for MotoGP. But before that, Ladia, Luca, all the Grosini family, Lorenzo, Carlo, please join me on stage. The protagonists, Moto 2, Moto E, the pilots, the 4 pilots. I will just leave you the stage. The stage is all yours, guys. Don't be shy. Good evening, welcome. I'm sorry that we have to bring down the music, but Nadia Padovani Gazzini, the owner, wanted a rock day. She wants this season to be rock. So she will tell us why she chose this place. There are so many of you, and even more people following live. We are now live on YouTube in all the languages of the world, in MotoGP world, and also on Sky Sport. For a great evening, first step towards 2024, I already called her on stage. Once more, a big round of applause to Nadia Padovani Gazzini. Hey there. Hello everyone. Welcome. How can you keep seated? Why have you chosen Riccione Cocorico? Because this is a historic disco where I used to come when I was 20 years old to dance. So, an amazing location. Moto E, Moto 2. Now we are stepping up to the premier competition, MotoGP. Everything we've told to ourselves, and we will step up in this season, which is about to start. Can you send your greetings? Can you tell us what you're going to see starting from March, the pilots that you brought together for 2024 MotoGP? Well, this year is a wonderful year, I would say. We already won as a team because an independent team with an 8th-time world champion. We will have 10 world championship won in our team. So this is crazy. We would have never imagined that we got to do such an important thing. 10 world champions, 5 pilots out of 6 have been world champions. We would have never imagined to an 8th-time world champion. Can you explain us how this came about? We've been in contact. I talked to the guys in my team, and we thought that clearly Mark had a contract in 2024 with Honda, so it wasn't something that we could be giving for granted for them to let him go. We decided to wait for him, so we got to October when we didn't have any hope left, let's say. But we got to the result we wanted, and we brought him here. And we're going to hear him in a while. He, alongside his brother Alex, they met once again for this new adventure with you. 10 world champion. And what about the pressure? Do you have more pressure, or are you willing to start? No, I want to start. Because we can't wait to be on track with these pilots and to see how far we can go this year. Makes sense? We can't wait as well. We can't wait to see the bikes and to have a little chat with them. Thank you again, Nadia. So she named the bike. We can now start with the bike show. That's what we're here for, right? I would like to become really small for you to see these bikes. Well, we'll do this with the pilots. And the best adjectives, the best sensation will be given from Alex and Mark Markets. And for the beauty of the eye, to try and go beyond, because there are many technicians here on stage. There are romantic ones like me and technicians. Let us get into more specific details about these two bikes that you're going to see on the track. Seconds, but Grazzini tried to make you see the specifics of the bikes that are ready to go really fast and to achieve for great. The declarations, everything that we heard made us speak a lot, and also the arrival of Mark Marquez was also something important. Let us then call on stage Carlo Merlini and Michele Mazzini. Carlo Michele, so sports director and commercial and marketing director. Let us, the person that is wiser, let us pick the person that is wiser. You are the one who's more aged. You can reply. Let it be. Okay, help us to get from your point of view, and we will move on to the paddock with your colleague. 2024 season goals and also criticisms, because there's beautiful things, but I imagine that there are also difficulties to be faced up to. How can we describe it? This is a special season. It is special when we have such a strong project on track with Alex, Mark, with 10 World Championship won. And I have to say, sometimes I still can't believe it. I sometimes go through the film from the beginning, from the first phone calls with Alex and Mark management until the signature and the announcement in Indonesia, with all the intermediate steps that we had. As you can imagine, there were happy moments and also sadder moments. Moments where things didn't seem to be that easy. We started dreaming. And as this is always the case, dreams are really the engine of everything. Are those dreams that make things come true, and important things as well. But this dream, we started to dig it. We were almost terrified that we could wake up one day, open our eyes, and witness that we were dreaming and it wasn't the real reality. We wanted to be dreamers that, with commitment, engagement, and passion, are able to deliver, to make things happen for real. This is exactly what happened to me and to all of us. It was a journey, a beautiful journey. Also from my emotion, on a professional point of view, sometimes with Luca, Nadia, Michele, we look at ourselves and we say, go figure what would have happened if we didn't try. So we're all pretty moved. Okay, I'll leave you with your emotions and I'll be back, because we will get to the more practical thing. How your days have changed. Not only your night shifts. Michele, you've been a lifetime in Gresini. You've seen a lot of things happening. You brought the markets, family together in 2024. What is the first thing off your chest? Well, the first thing I thought is it was a dream inside our own dream, because I think that never like this year we will have the ingredients to do well. But all this has to be done. It's an empty book that we have to write. We have to keep on improving and believing in the process. And together, how are them, Mark and Alex? We will ask them too. Let's say that there's a great energy. We could see it. A thoughtlessness, a willingness to show and to improve and to work hard. And I think that we can really be proud to live with them and witness with them such a beautiful moment. We need a round of applause here. Well, let's get closer. Let us get back to the hardships, because there are dreams. I will never like to wake up, and then it's the reality. I asked Nadia beforehand, how did you got here? Mark Markets come to Gresini, you meet Alex. And how did this change in terms of sponsors? And how did your days change, Carlo? Well, Carlo had such demanding days, indeed. I can confirm that. A lot of happiness, cheerfulness. And this is normal when you have a big project like that, with two big pilots like them, with the 10 World Championship won. So that was important for us. We needed to have on board the companies that were with us already for a long time. And I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart to be by our side, both in good times and in bad times. And we call it Gresini family, because that's the way we see them. And I want to welcome also all the companies that came on board this year. For them, we want to send our thank, the trust towards our project. So, what can I say? A lot of happiness and enthusiasm from the beginning. I hope and I trust that this will go on throughout the season. And I don't say anything else. And he shuts up. And I let you finish with that. You actually were grown up with bikes. You've seen and lived many, many things. How did your job change, bringing an 8-time world champion? Let's say that having Mark and Alex in our team is an added value, because I believe that we have the best technical packet, so to say, but we believe that the human part also plays an important role. And having two people that know each other well, who knows well than true brothers? I don't want to say that this is easier for us on a sports point of view, but it's easier for us to get to know them because they know themselves better. And it's the best way to solve problems. Thank you, both of you. Have a nice evening. You can go back to your seats, because now we'll have other statements, other declarations with whom we will speak, and we will see a bit in the details.
da una vita, quindi
their
la temperatura è la sua seconda stagione
bikes.
qui,
It's
ha
the
già detto,
second
leggo
season
testuali,
here.
non
The
voglio
temperature
sbagliare,
goes
questa per
up.
me sarà
He
una
said
stagione
this is going to be a fundamental season for me. I don't say it myself, but Alex Market did. Hello, Alex. Welcome.
Ciao a tutti.
Hello, everyone.
Ciao Alex, avrai
Hello, Alex. You made a lot of presentations. You had amazing evenings. Could you expect such a presentation? This is a huge presentation. I have to congratulate with all the guys, Nadia and the Gratini event for such an amazing presentation. I quoted your words. This is your second season. It's going to be a fundamental one. What is the upgrade that you did? How did you work during the winter? Explain to us a bit. And then we'll see your bike. Yes, I came last year in such a difficult moment in my sporting career because the first 2 years were hard, didn't got any results really. But I believed in this project, in this bike, in this team especially, this family, which is something that I really liked. And this has been a good season, I think, overall. We made mistakes and we have to fix them. But the first year with the new bike is also like that. We finished the season really well with important results. And now it is time for us to start from scratch, but with the experience that we got from last year, which is important indeed. Let us get closer to your travel companion, who knows it better than you. By having a look at it, do you put your goals in the bike, the contestants that you're going to have in MotoGP, and then we'll take into account also the emotive part. I don't want to say a position or a result. We have to do an evolution from the previous year. And then we changed the number. It's cool the way it is now. I like the layout. And we have to be fast, and we have to be among the first positions. Yes, you have to be in the first positions. But now, if you were to be in the first positions, even like you should be before your brother, what would you do? You would go to the end. He won a lot already, my brother, so I will think about myself. In the end, it's home, whether I win or he wins. But if I can be before him, it's better. So you mean at home they're going to be celebrating? Yes. So last year you got back to winning ways. I do understand that it's hard to do predictions and goals. Would you be happy, for example, so 2-time champion, Moto2, Moto3, where would you like to be at the end of the year? Which position? It's not easy to say this before starting off. A specific position is not easy to find. But I would like to have a year where I focus race by race. And I have to be aware of my possibility every track. And I'm sure that I will get to a point of the season where I can understand, okay, I can do that. But winning the first race in MotoGP is definitely a goal. We did it last year, but we have to continue to grow with Gresini and Ducati. Yes, we have to step up as an objective goal. Let us talk about the emotions we heard from Carlo, Dadia and Michele. The announcements also from our side. We were kind of shocked. The sporting world was kind of shocked. So a world champion coming to Gresini. But Alex, what were your first advice that you give to Mark? As a brother, or you gave them as a pilot? Yeah, of course, he asked me. But what I told him was from a brother, because I know what he's been through over these last 4 years. From starting from 2020, I knew that what he needed, because I know him so well, I talked to him as a brother, not as a pilot at Ducati Gresini, and then he chose. And it's a dream for me, sharing a team with him. We did it once already, but for a little time. I'm sure that this year is going to be different. Having a strong team member can help me also. I can help also the team to get to the next step that we want to do. The upgrade that we were talking about, yes, I will talk him too. How many times have you argued already? No, we haven't argued. I'm the, let's say, the one that's been here for so long, and he just got here. So far, so good. So far, I want something. So I decided which side of the box, because he wanted to go on the right, and I said, no, you go on the left because you're the second one. Yeah, because one of the main conversation is like, who is going on the right side of the box? Nadia said, he's the second, he goes on the left. I will try to hear what your brother says. He won't be honest. Thank you, Alex. Best of luck. Thank you. We said it many times, and I imagine you too, when you heard that Marc Marquez was to join Gresini Racing, that the Marquez family would have got together. I imagine that this must have hit you, harder or not. Also for those who just follow MotoGP and don't live on it. I think the level is going up again, because we have here an eighth, a pilot that has been 8 times world champion. The name said itself. Ladies and gentlemen, Marc Marquez. Welcome. Hello, everyone.
Mark, ciao.
Ciao a tutti.
Hello, Mark. This wonderful rock music. This is a famous disco. Ready to dance later on. First and foremost, how are you? I'm well. I'm very happy to be here with all of you. To be fair, it's quite a strange feeling. A lot of years with a team, but this is a beautiful challenge. We spent a good day at Gresini headquarters yesterday. I'm really happy. Emotioned. Have you heard your brother? Yes, I heard everything. Are you ready to leave the right side of the box? It's all a strategy. Yes, I saw that he finished the year well, then he's calm. Then when he's sleeping, I'm gonna swap places. You, of course, he knows the bike. Come over here, let's have a look at your new travel companion. Tell us a bit to find objectives. Did you like it? How did you feel it? Did you have that instant connection? I only spent a day, 50 laps. I felt good. But I'm curious and eager, and I have the greed to go to Malaysia test and go on and on. It's quite difficult for me. I want to understand the team. But I'm like a child with the new shoes. Do you say this in Italy as well? We do say that in Spain. I'm like a child with new shoes that wants to try to learn new things. A new child with new shoes. You said something else. I want to feel butterfly in my stomach. I want to have fun again. This is a bit my objective. This is why I changed. This is why I embarked on this journey. I did a lot. I won a lot, but the last 3-4 years have been quite hard for me. I'm trying to find something different, something I never felt before. Having fun again on a bike. And Gresini team was the only one that waited for me, gave me my time. And when they saw that I was ready, they brought me in. So it's a difficult challenge for me, but really beautiful for the Gresini family. Such an historical team. Such a beautiful story that the team wrote, and they want to keep on doing this with you guys. So we heard you many times in your declarations the importance of human relations. I know that you flew together with your brother. You've been here for 48 years. Can you tell me what happened? What did you see, Nadia? The first things that they told you. Yeah, it's completely different thing than what I was used to. I went to the Ducati headquarters, then we to Gresini headquarters, we had dinner together, we played paddle. I'm not able to play paddle, but that's another color of fishes. I'm kind of locked in my neck. No, Alex was with Michele, because they're used to it. They're the losers one. They're getting used to the fact that they're the loser ones. I'm someone that really likes to build family, to get close with the team. As you know, I have a lot of friends in Repsol, Honda, but now Gresini are amazing people, and let's try to start and have an amazing year, because you eat too fast and you don't feel well. You know, that's another saying that we have. You have to go little by little in feats and start and trying to get back to the funny side of it. So we started with the 50 laps, then we're going to have the test and the first weekend, the 10th of March. But let us look at the track, your contestant. Something else that you said is I have to see the way they do. I have to adapt to the bike, and I have to see how my rivals, my opponents work. Who are the ones that want to be taken into account? I think that the hardest opponent of myself is myself, because I have to think about myself. The expectation is high, the illusion is very high, but I know that I have to work tirelessly with my team in my box to do what we can do. But of course, when someone got to Honda, they thought of me, and I got to Ducati, and my focus is Bagnaia and Martin, the best ones. I have to understand and learn a lot from them to finally be able to drive this bike. Such an incredible year. You have opponents in Ducati, and you have an opponent in your own family in the team. Shall we call him? You can call him Alex. If you have the guts, come here. Yes, but you go to the left.
Ah, no. Sì, no, hai avuto la lucidità anche di...
You have the lucidity to place him on the left. We're not in the box. Yeah, I mean, because his bike is over there.
Deciso. Allora,
So
stiamo
everything
per
had
partire
been
una
decided.
grande stagione di
So a new season is about to start. MotoGP of Gresini team.
Fatevi un augurio.
Make a wish to the other.
Tu cosa auguri a
What
Mark?
do you
Fagli in bocca al
ex-
lupo.
what do you wish for Mark? As I said to him when he decided to come to Gresini, he has to have fun again on the bike. That is my best wish. I wish that he has fun again and he has 100% motivation and he can fight, not only win, and drive the bike the way he wants and having fun
Farfalle nello stomaco.
and feeling once again the
Alex, il fratello.
butterfly in your stomach.
Sì, come sai,
What is your wish
Alex
to
sempre
him,
gli auguro
Alex?
quello
I
meglio,
wish him the best.
ma soprattutto quello che gli
But
dico
especially
io a
what
lui
I say
è
to him is,
crede che sei un pilota MotoGP, crede che una tua possibilità.
you are a MotoGP pilot, you have your possibility, he's strong, he has
Sicuramente questo anno
been
era
2 times world champion and I believe that he finished this year really well,
senza pressione.
but without pressure.
Senza pressioni. Un'ultima cosa.
One last thing,
È una curiosità mia.
this is my curiosity.
Ma veramente riusciresti a vincere anche con un triciclo?
Would you also be able to win
No. Si è visto questo 2023.
with a tricycle? No, not with a tricycle. I think that 2023 kind of proved it that I'm not able. I didn't want any race, so we have to go in fits and start little by little. It's been 2 years since I won the last competition, so we have to go little by little.
Lui ci si può credere.
If you
Marc
say so,
Marquez,
we
Alex
can believe it.
Marquez,
Mark
grazie.
Marquez, Alex Marquez, thank you very much.
Adesso dalle dichiarazioni dobbiamo
Now,
passare
from
alla
declaration, we have to
Vi
get to more
ringrazio, ci
details.
parlerà la pista,
Thank you very
ringrazio
much,
tutti voi
guys,
per essere
and I thank you all
intervenuti
for
e ci
having
diamo appuntamento allora prima con i
joined
test,
this,
poi con
and
la
let us see in the
pratica
test and with the season
buona
starting in
MotoGP,
March.
buona pista a tutti.
Enjoy your MotoGP, enjoy your competition.
Tutti sul palco adesso, eh.
Everyone on stage now, it's not over.
La fotona di gruppo.
We have the big photo.
Tutti sul palco. Vai.
Yeah, everyone on stage, please.
No. Per oggi sono finite. So che dobbiamo riempirlo il palco.
We have to fill the stage, so come on up. Manuel, come on.
Mark, David at Paddock Pass Podcast. A question for both of you, because you are very much an emotional person. You're a person who needs to have the right people around him. We saw how close you were with your previous team. Again, I think you said in a couple of interviews that you were here to be in a part of a family. You've visited Gresini now, you've visited Ducati. You're on the wrong side of the garage as well, which is also a bad thing. Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel happy? Do you feel like you've got a new family that you can build on?
I mean, of course, after 11 years together with the team and more with my people, 13 or 14 years, was and it's strange. The first steps are strange, but yeah, I mean, when I take the decision, when I took the decision, I was full convinced, and yeah, obviously moved to a team like Gresini with my brother as a teammate will make the change much easier. But yeah, I mean, I knew that will be like this. But a part of that, I feel really comfortable already on the first test in Valencia with the people. Of course, was the first test. One day, a lot of expectation and everybody nervous, but already yesterday and these days we spend time with the team, and yeah, will be not a big problem for the performance on the racetrack.
Hi, Mark. Dimitris Diatsidis from Greek TV and MotoGP magazine. Question for you and also for Alex. For the expectations from us and everybody in the world are very, very high. Just a few minutes ago, you said that you will start slowly. Is that a kind of a strategy, or because we saw that in Valencia that you were fast? We know who you are. You know better who you are, and obviously you liked the bike. You don't feel that you can win from the first day. And a question for Alex. Alex, do you think that you will be in front of Mark if he starts the way he's telling, with low expectations and slowly to learn the bike?
I mean, one thing is expectations, the other thing is the approach. I mean, of course, my approach is try to be fast on the racetrack, and if I can be 1/10 faster in the first test, I will try to do. But the other thing is expectations versus reality. Of course, expectations are super high from the people, but as I say on the scenario, my work is try to forget about all these expectations, try to work in my garage, because I need to be calm, especially on the beginning. Calm doesn't mean to don't be fast. Of course I will try and I would like to be fast, but I cannot pretend to fight for the victory from the beginning, because last 4 years were a nightmare for me. In last 2 years I was not able to win a race, and especially because I arrived to a bike that especially two riders, that is Bagnaia and Martin, spent many years with this bike and win many races and championships. So they are super fast, and they will have the 2024 bike, the same bike. We can say they have the same bike, but you arrive there and you cannot pretend to be on the same level, or will be not the normal thing to be on the same level straight away with them.
If he's with that approach that he say it, that I'm sure that he will be like that, I expect to be in front, but just not in that point that he will approach more in calm. It's Mark, is my brother, but also I want to be really fast and be there. So for me, as I said, it's really important to have a teammate like him. I can learn a lot. And especially this year, that is my second year with the bike, so it's his first one, so will be quite equal in that moment. So to take profit about that and to be in the next level will be important. But as Mark said, the approach can be a good one on mentality side. But if you are fast, he will be in the same strategy or same depth. So he really smart and he knows how he need to, especially in a championship of 22 races, how to approach a championship like that and in a first year with this bike.
Hi, good evening. Tammy from Sport 5. I have a question for each. Alex, you kept saying that there's a lot of good things about having Mark because a strong teammate pushes you. Can you tell us also the downside of having him next to you in a garage? And Mark, you had a very special relationship with your team and it felt like they were reading you. You didn't have to do too much. How long do you think it will take you to have a similar type of relationship with your crew chief? Thank you.
I mean, really good things, as I said, and it's your brother, so you have confidence to ask many things to him and all everything. The dark side of all of that is the expectations of the team and of the people. We were really calm on the box and on the tracks, with no people in front of the tracks and all that. But for the team also it's important to have that expectation from the people, for the sponsors and all that. So it's the more difficult side, but I think we can approach it and control in a really good way.
Yeah, as I say, my team, to create the same atmosphere will be impossible because it's an atmosphere created by 13 years. So in 1 year it's impossible, but in the end we need to create a professional atmosphere with the good people that from the first day I feel very comfortable and yeah, in the end it's not the target. I mean, you cannot compare with this. I had this atmosphere with this one. I mean, in the end, we are here for try to find the best performance, to try to find the best results. So this is what we will do, and yeah, with the time, with the tests, with the races, we will have a better and better relationship, and they will start to understand me in an easy way, and I will start to understand them in an easier way. So, but it's a natural process.
Mark and Alex, I have a question for both of you over here. Mark, first of all, can you tell us a little bit about the test at Valencia? What were your first impressions of the bike? Because I think after 7 laps, you were pretty fast, pretty competitive.
Yes, yes. In Valencia, I feel comfortable. I mean, of course, the time arrived because I feel comfortable with the bike, and from the first run, when I start to push a bit in the lap I push, the lap time arrived. But I'm more curious to try the bike in a Malaysia track, Qatar track, circuits where I'm struggling more. Because Valencia normally I'm very fast every year, but yeah, it was a good way to start. I mean, of course, also I was calm because I had only one bike in the garage, and I mean I was used to have 4 bikes in the Valencia test, and now this time I had only one, and they say to me, if you crash, finish the test. So I was calm. I was step by step, and yeah, feeling the bike, but I'm curious to see how is my level and how I feel in Malaysia test, for example.
Okay, thank you. Alex, also, can you tell us just a little bit, after analysing it, your feelings towards last season? Because you had 2 sprint victories, obviously, but some inconsistency as well. And also, will it be a big adaptation going from the 22 bike to the 23 this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think the up and down, I think, is a little bit normal in a first year bike. We arrived in many tracks that I didn't have any, like any information, all of that. And the first year, you always need to know a little bit what you need on the bike. And normally, when I jump from a new bike or a new category, always I need a little bit more time of another type of riders that they get the feeling, or they get the information or the feeling on the bike more easy, more fast. But I think with a really good end of season, we were there from the injury that I had in India, I think we did a really good step. Thailand, we were fighting in the front group and I crashed, but later on we were quite consistently. So we need to, I think in one point of the season after start, the first four races a little bit. Until Jerez, the expectations were increasing too fast. I mean, we were fastest as what we expected in the beginning of the season. So the expectations were too high in one moment. So in that moment, coming the crisis in Jerez, also in Le Mans, some bad luck also there in the middle. But later on, as we finish the season, in the approach, also the approach that I have it in the races is the correct one to try to make a good season.
Hi guys, Simon Patterson from the race. First question for Mark and then one for both of you. Mark, we know that the Ducati is a very good bike, but was there anything in Valencia that surprised you when you jumped on it?
I mean, it's a different way to approach the lap. I mean, the lap time especially. When you want to push, still I need to understand that point, but immediately the first run, especially second run, third run, the way to approach the corners is completely different. Then I understand many things. Of course, I need to say, and also say on that time, Honda also have a very good, a very strong points in some part of the corner. But yeah, you cannot use that strong points that I was used to ride like this. So yeah, especially the exit of the corner was really good, really smooth. But still, I need to learn the way to even use more that extra power, extra grip we have.
And to both of you, we've been in this position before where we have a team launch and you're sitting next to each other as teammates, but that year you never really got the chance to enjoy it with COVID, with the injuries. Does it feel like a second chance to have that fairly unique experience?
I hope. I mean, I hope. It's true that also we were in a really different situations. I was rookie, so I had many points to improve and all that. And I was not having the opportunity to take a lot of information from him, but because he was super fast and I was like step by step arriving. But you know, we are in different situations, and I think I can take, or we can take both more profit from this situation.
Yes, Alex say we hope, especially I hope, a different year because it was the worst year and the point where changed everything. But yeah, I mean the future say that meet again in another team. Of course, we hope to have fun during all the year. But in the racetrack, in the end, he will be with his crew chief and his team, and I will be in my side of the garage working. And yeah, the most important in this case for Alex is don't put higher expectations because I'm in the box. So he have his expectations. Need to be realistic, all the time, and try to work to feel a MotoGP rider and to be a MotoGP rider for many years.
Greg from Polsat Sport. Two questions, one for Marco and one for Alex. First of all, I'm surprised you didn't join the dancers during the presentations. Hope next year you're gonna join them. But Mark, on a serious note, how big of a difference was it to work with Frankie? Because you've been used to working in a way with your crew chief. And how did you enjoy it? What was surprising for you? And how did you feel beside Frankie? And to Alex, it's going to be Marcus team 2.0. So how will you feel in the box having Mark again by your side?
Yeah, of course, working with Frankie, we had the chance only to work one day in Valencia, but already yesterday we spent a very nice time trying to understand the way he worked, the way I work, and of course try to adapt my style to him, and he will try to adapt his style to me, and yeah, but are different persons, but very very technicians. I mean, Santi won a lot, Frankie won a lot also in the past with the different riders, but I will not compare. I mean, I hate the comparisons. I mean, everybody have his style, and yeah, the most important, as I say, is the performance. Doesn't matter how, why, what you do. I mean, the most important is try to find the results.
I mean, it's really, really special to share a team with your brother. I mean, it's already special when you are racing both in the World Championship, even more to share MotoGP. So you cannot imagine what is being in the same team. So special. As I said, I need to take profit from this situation. I think, and as Michele said, the great atmosphere and the magical atmosphere that we can create out the track with the team and all that, hospitality, crew and all that will be so important, because Gresini team, I was in many teams, but Gresini team is like have something different in that way. So for sure he will feel really comfortable on the track, but that atmosphere that we can create out the track will be so important, just not for both of us, also for all the team.
Imre Pavlovic from Motorsport Aktuell and Motorrad from Germany. A question to Marc and a question to Alex. So Marc, it was quite obvious from the outside that you have changed your riding style, riding the Ducati. You were going less sideways. You were focusing more on the acceleration. Is this your final riding style on the Ducati, or do you think you will still change things? And what tracks do you think will favor you and the Ducati? And to Alex, so now you could compare the 2022 Ducati with the 2023 Ducati. What are the main changes for you, and is it more in favor for you, or do you have some difficulties that you have to overcome?
Yeah, of course. In Valencia, I was riding very smooth, but still, we don't know, and I don't know if it will be my riding style with Ducati. I mean, was the first test. I was riding with a setup that I didn't know. Just I say to them, put a setup from the others, and don't touch anything. Just I need to adapt. And yeah, they touch very small things to give me more confidence with the front, but I was riding smooth because I didn't feel to ride aggressive and to find the limit of the bike. So yeah, we will see. I'm curious, as I say, to try the bike in a circuit that normally I was struggling, like Malaysia and Qatar. Every year in my history, I was struggling a lot. So yeah, there will be nice to understand what is the level.
From the 22 bike or 23, I mean, first of all, it was difficult to feel the difference, because the day was not easy about conditions, so windy and a little bit strange day. But it's true that maybe the engine is another character. Also, the aerodynamic is different. So we adapted a little bit, but still, especially with the engine character, I mean, that I get used to 22 bike. We need to work a little bit and to adapt a little bit that power delivery to my riding style. But Ducati have many options for that. So I mean, still, we will have 3 days in Malaysia to understand a little bit better, but looks like it's different. It's not a revolution. It's like just evolution with some more power, and always is good, to have some more power in the straight to try to overtake or to try to win some 10th there.
Marc, you said when you announced that you were leaving, you said the career of a rider is short, so you only have so many years to do this. You've left a team which you knew very well, where you were earning a lot of money. You've come to a team where you have the bike which can win, so you've given up money for the chance to win. How easy is it to make that decision, because you've already won so many championships and you're already financially secure? You have enough money to buy whatever you want.
You answer the question. I mean, of course, it was super difficult decision. For that reason, it takes time, and I took after Motegi GP. But in the other side, the ambition is the same as 2013. I mean, if I say many times, and I will repeat, if I'm here, it's because I feel that I have the chance and the level to fight for that top 5 positions. I mean, I cannot say that fight for the championship. To fight for the championship, you need to be extra in many points. But still, I feel that I can fight for that top 5 positions, top 6 positions. So yeah, I decide or I choose that direction to be longer in my career. Only this, and then it's like, of course, the easy way was staying Honda, and it was less pressure to myself, more money in my bank account, and many different things. But it's not the target. I mean, I'm very thankful to Honda, and I say no Honda thanks day, and I say here again. Maybe in the future we can cross, and I hope to cross again our futures. But it's not only my decision. Also, I need to be fast on the racetrack, to be more doors and more ways to have the way to choose. I mean, I don't know if I explain well, but if you are fast on the racetrack, then will be better, or I will be in a better position for choose my future.
Hi, Mark. Another question, please. After a few seasons that you had to go through medical procedures between the season and the next one, and you had some issues with the bikes, how was this last period? Are you feeling a little bit different now in this new situation?
Yeah, of course. Finally, I did a normal winter. That this was also another thing was very important, because since 2018 I had all the winters with the rehabilitations of the shoulders, of the arm, and now I had a normal winter, and yeah, I will try to escape from the injuries that was the nightmare these last years. Even this 2023 was the injury. So the reason of my result was not only Honda, also was myself, because I get injured many times. So yeah, with all that aspects, I will try to work in a better way, and yeah, try to feel better on the racetrack, and yeah, try to create my future again.
Ciao Mark, tu dici io vado con calma, parto lento, devo mangiare lentamente, se no mi viene la digestione. La Nadia ha detto però non posso non pensare che andiamo a lottare per vincere il mondiale, quindi lei ci crede.
She believes in it, and you believe in it as well, because you won some races. And the second thing, we saw Honda in the Valencia test is a completely different bike. So few months have changed the thing. Was it also to give an answer to you? And if you knew that they would change like that, could you take a different decision? As for what Nadia said, this is normal. Gresini team, when they got a pilot, it's because they think that the pilot can do well, otherwise they don't take it. So that's why they hired me. It was a big risk for them to wait until my decision, until October. They took the risk because they believe that I can do it well. And I want to do it well, but we have to do things step by step. But we'll see. As for Honda, the process leader changed in Honda. The problem is, the biggest doubt is that I don't know if this is going to happen in a month, 2 years, 1 year. This was also the risk for the moment of my sporting career, not for Honda. It was for my own career. I thought that the best choice was to do this. I'm convinced, and Honda is Honda. HRC, they will definitely deliver and have big results. But the biggest change they did is changing project leader. That is going to come.
Giovanni Zamagni,
Moto.et. Same question to both of you. Physically and mentally, how are you? If you can give yourself a grade, 0 minimum, 10 maximus. Mentally, 10. I'm relaxed, I'm happy. Then when we'll have the races starting, this will go down. But now 10, I would say.
tanta grinta, no?
And a lot of grit as well.
Illusion, non so come si dice in
I don't know how you say it in Italian.
Voglia,
Yes,
illusione,
willingness, illusion, of Spanish.
questo è importante.
So this is
speranza.
important. And hope as well.
Fisicamente,
Physically,
sempre vuoi di più, ma
you always
rispetto
want more.
a questi
But
4
opposed to the
anni,
last 4 years,
sono abbastanza meglio.
I feel better.
Mentalmente, dopo questa presentazione,
Mentally, after this huge presentation by Gresini, 10. I can't say anything else. Happy.
Sarà un anno molto importante.
It will be an important year. And physically, I would say 7, because I want to be 10 out of 10 in Qatar. Because if you get now to 10 after the season, you're going to go down energy-wise.
Mark, ciao.
Hello, Mark.
Guardando da fuori,
By
sembra
looking from
che
outside,
la
it seems
Ducati
that
sia
Ducati
più sincera,
is
più,
more candid, more sincere,
familiare
more family-wise than the bike you used to drive before. So will you
oltre il limite per capire il
try
limite,
again to risk the limit over the limit, or will you keep on having a calm approach in the year?
ad Alex volevo
And to
chiedere,
Alex, I wanted to ask you,
diciamo nella generazione precedente
in the
alla
previous
tua,
generation
c'erano
than yours,
i magnifici 4
there
che
were
poi
the
sono
Amazing
diventati
Four
magnifici 5.
that
Secondo te
became the
Mark
Amazing Five. Do you believe
tornerà ad
that Mark
essere
can
un
become
magnifico come era allora
and can get
e
to
i
being
piloti
the
di
wonderful
oggi
he was
hanno
before?
lo
Do you
stesso
think that the
timore,
pilots
la
of
stessa,
today have the same fear,
referenza
the same reference, so to
come
say,
avevano quelli del passato
towards
o sono
Mark,
più aggressivi?
or are they more aggressive?
Ma rispetto alla domanda tua,
Well,
ovviamente spero
of course,
non
I
perdere
hope
tanto, ma
that
non
I
si sa
won
mai.
4,
Si devo
but you never
rischiare
know.
per
You have to
cercare
risk
il limite, è il mio
to
stile.
try and find your limit. This is
L'ho
my
fatto
style.
questa seconda parte
I've
di
done it
stagione
this
con i-
second part of the season
con il team e non mi
with the
giocava
team.
niente,
Even though I
continuo
didn't get
a
any
farlo.
result, I will keep on doing this.
Rispetto alla Ducati, non lo so, anche i piloti Ducati hanno
The
preso
Ducati
hanno
pilot
caduto
also, they
forte,
fell a lot.
e
There were a
alla
lot of
fine una
crashes.
moto ha
So
un limite,
a
ma
bike
se
has
puoi
a
andare un
limit.
po' più forte che le
But if
altri,
you
devi
can go a
rischiare
little
di
bit
più.
faster than the others,
Non viene da solo,
that's
così
the thing.
vediamo,
You have to risk a little
vediamo
bit.
come, ma
It doesn't come on
ma
by
sì
yourself,
che
but
all'inizio almeno il test
at the beginning,
fare in calma, ma
I would try
sicuramente
to
arriverà la
go
prima caduta,
slow,
sia a
but
Malesia,
I'm sure that
sia
in
a Qatar,
Malaysia or in Qatar,
o
I'll have the first
preferisco che
crash.
arriva al test
I
che
prefer
non in
having it
gara.
in the test rather than the competition, the race.
Noi piace dire che
I like to
tornasse
say
essere
that
quello che era, perché per
I
me
hope
è
that
sempre
he
stato quello che era, solo che è stato
got back to what he
sfortunato
was,
di
because to
tenere
me
quelle
he's
lesioni
always
e
been like
tutto,
that. He was
ma ha
unlucky
sempre
for
tenuto
the
quel
injuries,
livello che fa Maggia, è sopra la moto, che è una cosa
but he's also
diversa sopra
he's also
sopra la
kept
moto.
his own level.
E dopo, dai, penso che adesso
I
le
think
gare
that
sono più
now
aggressive.
races
ma
are
non
more
s-
aggressive,
Non sono pilota, le gare, perché adesso
but it's not the
in moto
competitions.
sono tutto più ugualità,
The races,
tutto più vicino.
the
e
quality
devi
of the
cercare
bikes
sempre
are
l'ultimo
really,
decimo.
really
Prima
close.
erano
So
come 4 modi ufficiali
beforehand,
che
there
potevi
were
vincere,
4
con le
official
altre
bikes
no,
that could
e di
win,
là era un po'
and there was a huge difference between all
una
the
cosa più
bikes.
rilassata. Adesso
Now,
con 10
they're even,
piloti possono
with
vincere,
10 pilots that
sempre
can win.
la cosa più vicina, e deve marcare la differenza
It's really
con
close,
l'aggressività e provare di essere.
and you have to add that extra grit.
Non so, vedremo.
I don't know. We will see.
Nora Lancia, Speed Week.
Nova Lunch?
Una domanda per tutti e due.
One question for
Chi
both.
vincerà per
Who's
primo
going to win first a
Gresini
GP with Gresini, Mark or Alex?
Il primo è Qatar, no?
The first one is Qatar.
Qatar ha più chance Alex.
Yeah, I
credo.
think Alex has more
No,
chance
ho
than
vinto
me.
solo 2
I won
volte
only 2 times.
e non sono nel modo di pensare in una vittoria
I'm
adesso.
not in the mindset to think
Ma
about
vediamo,
victory
se
now,
arriva
but we
per
will
Team
see.
Gresini sarà
If it's
bello.
going to be for Gresini,
Vince
we'll be
Qatar, mi va
happy.
bene a me.
If I win Qatar, okay, sounds good to me.
Ma non si deve tenere fretta.
It doesn't have to be
Arriverà. Se
hasty.
vuoi tenere
It will
fretta,
come. If
succede
you're
come è
hasty
successo
in a
lì
hurry,
all'inizio di l'anno,
it will happen what
che
happened to him
puoi fare
at the
più di
beginning of the
quello che è,
year.
devi essere
You want to do
sempre
more
realista.
than what you did. You have to be realistic.
Buonasera a tutti, Matteo
Good
Maserocchi,
evening,
Corriere
Matteo
Romagna.
Maserocchi, Corriere
Avrei due
Romagna.
domande.
2
Una
questions.
classica
A classical,
per entrambi. Cosa
classical
pensi
one.
che manchi ad Alex
What do you
per
think that
diventare
Alex is missing
vincente?
to become a
Cosa
winning
pensi che
pilot?
possa mancare
And
a
why do
Mark
you
per
think that
ritornare a
Mark is
essere
missing to
il cannibale che era qualche anno
get
fa?
back to the cannibal
Un'altra
version
domanda
of
invece più
himself that he used to
personale.
be? And then
Io
a
scrivo qui per un
personal
quotidiano
one. I
locale.
write for a local newspaper.
Il team Gresini è
The
romagnolo,
Gresini
mi sa
team
la
is from
Romagna. La
Romagna.
Romagna è una
Romagna
piccola Spagna per quanto
is a small
riguarda la
Spain,
MotoGP.
so to say, for
Abbiamo
MotoGP.
motori,
We have a lot of Bikes, Dovizioso, Melandri, Capirossi, Simoncelli, a lot of champions that you also know. We will have the possibility to see you, to train in 04, cross laps, and you will make people here fall in love, as you did for the rest of the world.
La prima domanda, quello che
as far as the first question, what Alex is missing,
non pensare a essere un pilota vincente.
He doesn't have to think that he's a winning pilot. I've also always said, you can't finish a championship 10 and start the next one thinking that you win it. This doesn't happen in sports. If you are 10th, you have to do another championship thinking that you can get to the top 7, top 5. And little by little, another championship, you scale it up. You can't think, no sporting person from a year to another has such a big change. It's a continuous progress. And as for the second question,
ho pensato questa mattina di andare prima di venire qui, dico sabato mattina è libero, provo di chiamare a Dovizioso e girare il suo circuito, ma il timing era troppo stretto, ma mi piacerebbe,
but I would really like to.
Con Andrea Dovizioso,
with
che è un
Dovi,
bel rapporto, ha un bel
we have a good
rapporto,
relationship, so
andare
I would like to go and see his circuit.
E Amar, per essere col cannibale, come hai detto te,
And in order for him to get back to his cannibal version,
divertirsi un'altra volta sopra
as I said,
moto, avere le cose per farlo bene, avere la
he
moto,
must
avere
have
tutto,
fun on his bike. He must
si
have everything he
divertirsi
needs,
sulla moto, tornerà.
and I think that he will come back.
Ok, vamos en español.
Aleluya. Manuel Pesino para Mundo Deportivo. Una pregunta para Marc y otra para Alex y después una para los dos. Marc, quería saber sobre la visita a Ducati. ¿Qué has visto? ¿Has hablado con Daliña? ¿Has preguntado qué moto tendrás? Me imagino que has querido información.
No, bueno, ha sido más una visita protocolaria. También la teníamos que hacer técnicamente porque bueno, Ducati utiliza sus parámetros y sus cosas para llegar al nivel que tienen de moto. La moto que tendré ya la sé, es la 2023, muy similar a la que acabaron Peco y Jorge Martín, y de allí pues empezar con eso y en principio tendré eso todo el año, así que mi trabajo es sacar el máximo partido. Me he sentido, lo dije ya una vez y lo vuelvo a decir, siempre me he sentido querido por Ducati. Si no hubiera dado este paso, porque sí, soy del Team Gresini, pero lógicamente pues pilotamos una Ducati y Gigi Daliña siempre me ha tratado muy bien.
Alex, ¿se puede uno imaginar que siendo hermanos y compañeros de equipo os podéis ayudar en los entrenamientos rodando juntos y cosas así, o es absurdo pensar esto?
Quizás si uno está en dificultades es más fácil, ¿no?, llegar a un acuerdo. Es así, es un win-to-win, pero no hay que pensar en eso. Ojalá ni yo necesite ayuda ni él necesita ayuda. Querrá decir que los dos somos rápidos y que los dos estamos allí, entonces cada uno hacer su parte. Al final, si piensas mucho en ayudar o en ir juntos o tal, acabas liándote. Entonces cada uno ahí tiene que hacer su camino. Luego fuera así, cenamos juntos, pero en el circuito cada uno tiene que hacer su trabajo.
Y la pregunta para los dos, estáis los dos en MotoGP, hay dos pilotos españoles también en Moto2 y soy el único periodista español aquí. ¿Qué pensáis de eso? Emilio, perdón Emilio, estás por ahí, pero somos solo dos.
¿Te respondo o no?
Por favor.
Es que hice un evento la semana pasada con Estrella Galicia en España, entonces yo creo que eso afecta un poco. Pero siempre España nos hemos sentido súper queridos, tanto en España como en Italia, y eso es lo más importante, ¿no? Que en MotoGP haya repercusión, porque no solo ayuda a los equipos, sino que también ayuda al deporte.
Ahora se lleva el Zoom y todo eso, video calls, todo eso, llega igual la información.
Lo están viendo. Y ya sabéis vosotros que cada vez hay más recortes, o sea que todo afecta.
Por eso.
Ok, grazie a tutti. La conferenza stampa finisce qua.
The media scrum finishes here. Everyone out. Only the media stay here. And you two guys, please.